The Pro iPhone 15s are the best iPhones that Apple has ever made. But these actually may not be for everyone. Let's talk about this. One thing to note when you're unboxing your brand new iPhone 15 Pro models is that these devices now come with USB-C at the bottom other than the original Lightning, and they're made out of titanium instead of stainless steel, unlike the last year's model. The titanium finish is honestly magnificent, with slightly redesigned edges which now have this brush finish, as well as a lower overall weight, making handling of these devices so much easier than last year's models. That being said, I did also really like the stainless steel finish on the older iPhone, so this may come down to personal preference. Titanium is fantastic, but stainless steel was pretty good in its own way. So the natural titanium and the 1TB version of the iPhone 15 Pro is the one that I went for, and I can already tell you guys, the natural titanium, this color, it slaps, and it's definitely going to be the one that you want to go for this year. But if the drop tests on YouTube are anything to go by, and if they're actually legit, you're definitely going to want to put on a screen protector as well as a case on this phone, which is where the color pretty much becomes insignificant. As always, I've got a bunch of different cases for my iPhone 15 Pro, but the Apple silicone case, which has been my go-to for the last so many years, is still the best, still the cleanest, and still one of the most minimal everyday cases that you can get. So definitely check that out when you're getting a new device. The addition of USB-C, whether forced or intended, has been absolutely mind-blowing on the iPhone. But there's something that you do have to know: the fact that the cable that comes in the box when you unbox your brand new iPhone, it is a USB 2.0 cable, which means while it's going to charge your phone just fine, you're not going to get the benefits of the fast data transfer speeds that USB-C actually touts. In order to make use of all those amazing USB-C high data transfer speeds, you're going to want Apple's Thunderbolt cable or any other third-party Thunderbolt cable that's going to give you those high data transfer speeds. Both of these have to be bought separately, so that is an additional cost that you might have to bear to get those advantages. But the fact that we have USB-C has been pretty game-changing with the number of accessories that you can plug into your iPhone. Also, the ability to reverse charge your AirPods Pro now using a Lightning to USB-C cable has been absolutely game-changing when you're on the go. Another phenomenal feature that was touted by Apple themselves is the ability for the iPhone 15 Pro to be able to shoot video directly to an SD card, a flash drive, or even an external SSD. Trust me, for people like me who do this, who shoot videos for YouTube and actually shoot most of their videos on an iPhone, this has been absolutely game-changing. The iPhone also shoots ProRes log, which is quality galore when it comes to video shooting. It is one of the best codecs that you can get out there for an editor or a video creator. And now if you're somebody who's actually sitting there and watching this video and you do not understand the meaning of ProRes log, well, firstly, that's not a bad thing, because as an average consumer, majority of the average consumers wouldn't even really care about this feature. And as a matter of fact, most of the average consumers out there don't even know the difference between a RAW photograph and a JPEG photograph, and they don't actually care which format they're actually shooting in. They just want an easy device that shoots great photos out of the box, and formats are something that don't really play on everybody's mind. The action button is one of the new highlight features as well for the iPhone 15 Pros. It's a choice that Apple made to go away from the regular mute or the ringer switch that we've had right back from the first original iPhone that came out. And honestly, I have to admit, it is pretty cool. Apple does let you map this button to a number of different features, and yeah, it's been pretty nice to have a little bit of a redesign on a chassis that we've had going back to the iPhone 12 almost. Now, while this is a fresh design choice, most of the regular iPhone users that I know are people who still use the action button as their mute switch or their ringer switch to mute and unmute their phone, and that's honestly because having that there is just so much more convenient. The idea behind a phone for majority of the consumers on the market is sheer convenience, and majority of the people that I know just want a phone that's well built, fast, good looks, and a device that can shoot amazing photographs straight out of the box. Taking me back to more Pro features, another amazing feature on the Pro phones that I actually personally cannot live without and I really do love is Pro Motion, essentially giving you a 120 Hz refresh rate on your screen. But believe it or not, most non-tech people out there would find it so difficult to even understand what that means or what it is. My parents own iPhone 14s, and if I go and ask them what the refresh rate on their phone screen is, they would have no idea what I'm talking about. And it's not only them, a ton of my friends who I chill with on a daily basis, if I go up and say the words Pro Motion or screen refresh rate, a lot of them just look at me completely blank, and that's basically the average consumer that we're talking about today. So what I'm basically trying to tell you is, yes, the Pro iPhones, the iPhone 15 Pro and the 15 Pro Max are the best iPhones Apple has ever made. But people who are actually going out to buy these devices fall into three categories from the way I see it. The first is the real pro user who actually cares about all the pro features that I just spoke about, and somebody who can actually justify these yearly upgrades because they use these features almost on a day-to-day basis, use the pro features that are built into these devices and take full advantage of it. The second is somebody who's rocking an older iPhone model, somebody way back on the iPhone 10, the 10R, the 11, the 12, somebody who actually essentially needs a quality of life upgrade. They're definitely the people who are going to be looking at going for the iPhone 15 Pro model because this will be a massive upgrade to what they've been using. And the last category of people is basically Apple fans who may not really care about any of these pro features, but they essentially love the brand and they want the best and the greatest that Apple has to offer. And this is what brings me to the regular iPhone 15 models, which according to me are the real champs this year. The brand new 48 megapixel sensor on the cameras on these phones, the improved screen brightness, the addition of dynamic island now on the regular iPhone models, as well as the A16 Bionic chip which was in the Pro phones last year, is a complete crazy set of features that Apple has brought to these devices as an upgrade this year. The iPhone 15 models, the regular 15 and the 15 Plus have got some serious increments that not a lot of people are actually talking about. And while majority of the channels on YouTube are talking about how amazing the iPhone 15 Pro models are, yeah, Apple did really kill these phones this year. They have absolutely destroyed the market with the iPhone 15 Pros. They are great phones. They are the best that Apple has ever made. But the all-new A17 Pro chip, the hardware-encoded ray tracing, the ability to shoot ProRes log video, as well as other pro features are, as the name suggests, they're for the pro users. They're completely game-changing for those kind of people. But if you don't fall into that category, and if you fall into the category of most people, I'm saying like 75% or 80% of the people who are looking for an upgrade this year, the regular iPhone 15 and the 15 Plus are the ones to go for this year. That's pretty much it for today's video, and that's what I mean when I say that the Pro models may not be for everyone. Also, for what it's worth, majority of this channel is shot on an iPhone only, and if you're somebody who wants to get into a creative space, yes, you can definitely look at the 15 Pro models. I do believe that the camera on this device is good enough. As a matter of fact, it's actually even overkill for a lot of YouTube content creators. This could be the device that you're looking for. It is a phenomenal camera system. It's a great phone. While it's not for everybody, I'm still using it because we do this on a weekly basis. See you next time. Peace.